Colorado High School Activities Association Baseball is on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network this morning from Kelly McGregor Field at Coca-Cola All-Star Park in Lakewood. It's a region and Class 4A regional semifinal as the Fort Morgan Mustangs. We have brush beat digger action coming up later on. Take on the Pueblo East Eagles. I'm John Beltran. The Mustangs are the 14 seed going into this game, and Pueblo East is the 19 seed with the Mustangs at 16-7, and Pueblo East sitting at 12-10. Let's get to the starting lineup here for Pueblo East as we are starting at 9 sharp. Batting first for Pueblo East is the pitcher Michael Casillas. Matthew Casillas, the center fielder, hits second. R.J. Roybal hits third. The second baseman, Chris Salas, is the cleanup hitter. Sean Duran hits fifth. Delvin Atta, the shortstop, at sixth. Right fielder Tanner Proud at seventh. C.J. Lucero eighth. Brady Cristelli, the left fielder, ninth. Against Frank Ortega, the pitch. And the fastball is in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Opening pitch brought to you by Buildings by Design. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. That's Buildings by Design. And the pitch. And that is low with a fastball. And 2 balls and no strikes. Frank Ortega comes in with a 7-0 record, ERA over 3.5. And the wind and pitch. That's a strike, a fastball down the middle. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. To Casillas, hitting from the right side. Looking in is Ortega. The kick and the pitch. And the breaking ball is swung on and lifted into right field. Briggs Wheatley along the line. Check that. That's Colin Farley. Farley makes the catch. 1 down. All right, now that I'm getting my wits about me here. Briggs Wheatley's at first. Charlie Langford at second. Jesse Campos at third. Braden Fajardo's at short. It's David Keller in left. Well, let's check it again here. The wind and the offering. And we got these lineups a little bit tardy. 1 ball and no strikes, and the breaking ball in the dirt. One and 0 here to Casillas. Yeah, Farley we know is in right to pitch. And that is a strike. And the count is leveled at 1-1. Yeah, it should be McCoy out there. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, and the base is empty. Top of the first inning in this 4A regional semi. And the offering. And that's a strike with a fastball in the outer half at the knees from Frank Ortega. Here to Matthew Casillas. Casillas coming in with a .481 average. Here's the wind and the pitch. And that fastball is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ortega gets the sign here from Velasquez. The wind and the offering. Swung on and driven into deep right field. And to his left is Farley along the line. And he dives and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. That one was a little bit tougher for Colin Farley. Here's R.J. Roybal. Roybal is hitting .400. So 2 up, 2 down on fly balls to right field. That one was more of a ride there by the second Casillas in the lineup. Roybal, another right-handed hitter. Here's the wind and pitch. And the breaking ball is outside. Roybal is hitting .400. The winner will advance to a 3 o'clock game against either Golden or Mountain View. And the pitch. Fastball is a strike on the outside corner. And the count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here to R.J. Roybal. Top of the first inning just underway. The pitch and the breaking ball's in the dirt. The game time temperature in Lakewood, 45 degrees. 2-1 here to Roybal, hitting with an open stance for the right side. And Ortega to the plate. Swung on and driven foul off to the right, well out of play. Farley gives chase, but he'll have no chance there. And the count is level at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, we'll get a clarification here on the Mustang lineup. Apparently we have something out of whack with Fort Morgan's lineup as they come along. 2-2 here, 2 outs. The base is empty, top of the first inning. And a huge day. You've got graduation at 2 o'clock in Fort Morgan, and the seniors are here for this game. Let's see how this one turns out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss and a fastball above the letters. And it's 1-2-3 for Frank Ortega. Let's head to the bottom of the first inning in this regional semifinal. Pueblo East is held off the board, and the Mustangs are coming to bat on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back in Lakewood. Let's head to the bottom of the first inning. It was a 1-2-3 top of the first for Frank Ortega. Batting first is the first baseman Briggs Wheatley. Braden Fajardo, the shortstop, at second. Batting third is the pitcher Frank Ortega. Jesse Camp at third is the cleanup hitter. Charlie Langford, the second baseman, at fifth. The DH Joseph Layden bats sixth. Antonio Velasquez behind the plate at seventh. Colin Farley hits eighth, and David Keller bats ninth. And the pitch and the breaking ball's in the dirt. Michael Casillas, a right-hander, the starting pitcher here for Pueblo East. We'll run through his numbers. The pitch, fastball is up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Let's see, Casillas with a 2-0. Swung on, lined, and caught. A line drive caught by the second baseman, Chris Salas. Briggs Wheatley hit that ball on the nose, but Salas was right there, drifting to his right. 1 down. Here is Braden Fajardo, the leading hitter on this team. What a year he had. Casillas, 3-4 with a 5.58 ERA. And the breaking ball is bounced in. 1 ball and no strikes. R.J. Royball's at first, Salas at second. Sean Duran's a third baseman. Delvinata at short. Brady Cristelli's in left. Matthew Casillas in center. Tanner Proud is in right. The pitch. That's a fastball for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. C.J. Lucero is behind the plate for Pueblo East. Open stands for Fajardo, and the pitch, and the breaking ball is down and away. Braden Fajardo hitting .471. A monster season for the senior. 2 balls and 1 strike, 1 out, the base is empty in the bottom of the first inning. And the pitch, and that fastball is a strike. Apparently, they might have repositioned the knees on Fajardo. That looked a tad low. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped up along the right side into foul territory. Royball, the first baseman, has room, and he makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 down for Frank Ortega. Ortega hitting .358. Yeah, this was the decision that had to be made because the weather forecast did not look good for tomorrow initially at the time they decided to play these games today. And unfortunately for the Mustangs, you know, they've got conflict there. So it's a celebratory day, no doubt, with baseball and graduation. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike, fastball on the outer half. It's 0-1. Here to Frank Ortega in the bottom of the first inning. On deck is Jesse Camp of the pitch. Fastball is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Brush is playing at noon on 1010 KSLR. The pitch swung on and hit slowly towards second on a bounce. Salas to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Casillas. Let's head to the second. In Lakewood, no score between Fort Morgan and Pueblo East. You are listening to the 2022 Colorado High School Baseball Playoffs on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back from Kelly McGregor Field at Coca-Cola All-Star Park in Lakewood. Let's head to the second. And this Class 4A regional semifinal, no score, 1-2-3 for both pitchers in the opening frame. It'll be Chris Salas, Sean Duran, and Delvinata here for Pueblo East in the top of the second against Frank Ortega, who again has not lost this year, 7-0 going into the game. That doesn't mean every outing has been good. He did struggle at Roosevelt. Had a couple of outings that didn't go his way, but the Mustangs were able to either bail him out offensively or do enough not to have him be the losing pitcher. So here we go with Chris Salas. Salas hitting .447 on the year. They've got a pretty good lineup. Pueblo East hitting .387 as a team. And the pitch. And that fastball is up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Here to Salas, another right-handed hitter for the Eagles. Velasquez lays down the sign. And the 1-0 offering. Fastball upstairs again, 2-0. The Mustangs in their black uniforms with the horizontal stripes and the white pants. Pueblo East in their gold tops and the white pants. 2 balls and no strikes to the number 4 hitter, Ortega, to the plate. That's a strike. Fastball in the outside corner. Just above the knees, it's 2-1. What a beautiful park here it is in Lakewood. This thing is gorgeous. Turf infield, a pitch. And the breaking ball is upstairs. At least it looks, yeah, it's turf. 3-1. So with the inclement weather that we had here over the past couple of days, that's why they had to move it to a Sunday. 3 balls and 1 strike. And Salas awaits the pitch. Swing and a miss on a letter high fastball. It's 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. Ortega gets a sign. Here's the kick and the pitch. Swung on and popped up right side. Let's see if Wheatley's got room. He does in foul territory, and he makes the grab. And there's 1 out. Well, the first base coach didn't do him any favors. He bumped into him before he made the catch, and there's 1 down. Here's Sean Duran. Duran hitting .354, so that's actually below the team average of .387. Big open stance for the right side. And the offering, and the breaking ball stayed up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. To Sean Duran, 1 out, no score, top of the second inning in Lakewood, which is basically Denver. The pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right, jammed him with an inside fastball, and the count is leveled at 1-1. If the Mustangs win, they'd play at 3 o'clock against the winner of the noon game between Golden, the host school, even though we're in Lakewood, and Mountain View. That's a 3 seed against a 30. This is a 14-19 game with Fort Morgan as the higher seed. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Up and in. Actually, it should be, I thought it was 2-1. Let's see, it's got 1-1 on the board. Yeah, that should be 2-1. That count is incorrect on the board. 2 balls and 1 strike. Apparently they missed that first pitch. At least in the press box. We're outside the press box, the pitch. And the breaking ball is outside. Again, the board's got that at 2-1, but it is 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. There you go. Well, he fell behind the first hitter and was able to retire Salas. And Ortega delivers. That's down and away. And it's the first base runner. Delvinata hitting .362. The ball gets away. And now to second, sliding in at first. How did the ball get away and the throw back to the pitcher? It got into the outfield. I have no idea what happened there, just trying to score the play. But that'll be a Mustang error. Oh, man, in a playoff game, you cannot do that. That is a huge mistake. And I'm not sure who the error was on. We literally scored it. And then the ball got loose in the outfield. Had to be on the throw from Velasquez back to the pitcher, and it got through everybody. And the pitch. That's a fastball for a strike on the inner half. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come, because that's something that happens in fourth grade baseball, not at the high school level in a playoff game. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. That's a fastball for a strike at the knees. It is 0-2 to Delvanada. I don't know if even Brian saw that one. Yeah, I mean, we're just looking. All of a sudden, he's running to second. Off of second is Duran. The pitch outside with a fastball to Delvanada. Tanner Proud is on deck. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Velasquez lays down the sign. Ortega to the plate in the dirt. Threw him a changeup. Nah, don't throw that to second. Velasquez, for some reason, unleashed a baseball he didn't need to throw. Back in plenty of time was Duran. It's 2-2. Yeah, they already got careless with 1 throw. You want to keep this ball in the infield. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, no score, top of the second inning. This is an elimination game. 3 elimination games today. This is the first of the 3. The pitch. Swung on and driven in the air to center field. Coming in is McCoy. Still coming. And did he make the catch? He did. A tumbling catch. Nice play by Levi Mccoy. There's 2 down. Well, he had to come a long way. And let me tell you, it's 390 straight away. Tanner Proud hitting 250. The number 7 hitter. Steps into the box for Pueblo East with 2 out and a man at second. Ortega looking in for the sign, looks back at second. And the pitch, swinging a foul, fisted off to the right. And over the first base dugout occupied by Fort Morgan. The designated home team, the higher seed, occupies the first base dugout. And the lower seed is in the third base dugout. No balls and 1 strike. And time is called. 3 umpires for a playoff game. That's the protocol. 3 umpires for all playoff games. Not sure if that's the case of the state tournament. They might throw in an extra one. The stretch and the pitch and the breaking ball is up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tanner Proud, hitting from the right side. All right-handed hitting lineup for Pueblo East. Duran was issued a 1-out walk and advanced on an error to second. He's there with 2 outs. Ortega chest level with a glove. The pitch, strike, fastball down the middle, thigh high. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Frank Ortega looking to strand the runner at second. Proud with a bat on the right shoulder. Looking back. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right. A late swing. As the count remains at 1-2. Yeah, full day of Morgan County baseball. Wiggins played yesterday. They advanced to the, they won a couple of games to advance. But Brush plays at noon against Salida on sister station 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Then they would play at 5 o'clock with a victory against either Resurrection Christian or Basalt. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Proud. And time is now called. They're trying to throw Ortega off his rhythm a little bit. Well, this is where being the higher seed pays off because you get the benefit of the last at bat in a close game. We'll see if it's a close game by the time we get to the 6th. Swung on and fouled. Straight back. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes to Tanner Proud. Here in the top of the second inning. An early start, a 9 a.m. start Mountain Time. Velasquez lays down the sign. The stretch. The pitch. Swung on and tapped off his foot. That's foul. Right off the hitter's foot. This will be at least a 7-pitch at bat here for Proud. He's sticking in and trying to extend the pitch count here for Ortega. It'll be another 1 ball, 2 strike count as he tries to walk it off, hit it off the front foot. And those, especially if you get a lot of toe, that really hurts. All right, Proud will dig back into the box here momentarily. Against Frank Ortega, neither team has recorded a hit in the early going. 1-2 once again to Tanner Proud. This will be the fourth consecutive 1-2 pitch. Velasquez lays down the sign. Ortega to the plate. Called strike three. Fastball outside corner. Tanner Proud strikes out looking. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one left. We head to the bottom of the second. Fort Morgan nothing, Pueblo East nothing. You're listening to Mustang Baseball on your home of the 3A state football champions, Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the bottom of the second inning. In Lakewood, no score. Here is Jesse Campa stepping in. The pitch, and that's inside. Took something off it. 1 ball and no strikes. Here to the right-handed hitter, Campa. Swung on, that ball's right back to the mound on a big hop. Casillas to first for the out. Jesse Campa came in hitting .377, but he's retired on the second pitch of the bottom of the second. 1 down for Charlie Langford, hitting .300. Langford, another right-handed hitter. The pitch, and the breaking ball's right down the middle for a strike. Here from Michael Casillas. No balls and 1 strike. And the offering. Fastball is down and away. 1-1 here to Langford. Here's the wind and pitch. And he squares to bunt, takes the breaking ball for a strike. Yeah, that's there. That's a high strike, but it was there on the inner half. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It appeared that it might have been a little bit high, but it wasn't really. It broke at the last second. And the offering. That is low with a fastball. Good take there by Charlie, the sophomore. 2-2. And Casillas delivers. Breaking ball is swung on and fouled straight back. Hit a little nubber there on a ball that was down in the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Charlie Langford. No score, bottom of the second inning in Lakewood. The pitch. That skips to the screen. Ooh! And right off the umpire's mask, it ricocheted right back to him. 3-2. Yeah, that's like a spring back there with that netting. And the 3-2 pitch. Outside, it's a walk. Well, the top of the second inning began with a walk, with 1 out, I should say. 362 for Layden. And we have a 1-out walk in the bottom of the second inning. Pueblo East did not score. They had the man at second with 1 out. Layden awaits the pitch. Throw back to first, and a tag is made, but late. Well, the first baseman, Roy Ball, not realizing the umpire's right behind him. He was looking at the second base umpire for the call, and let me tell you, if that throw is right there, Charlie would have been picked off. The stretch and the pitch. Fastball right down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1 to the junior, Joseph Layden. All right, Farley's on deck. That's what we have to get right here in this lineup. So Velasquez is not hitting. Throw back to first. Back and diving again is Charlie. We have yet to see our first hit in the game. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. And Layden awaits the pitch and takes it up and in with a fastball, and the count levels at 1-1. Nice heavy crowd here. We got a packed house here for this playoff game. between Pueblo East and Fort Morgan. Throw back to first, and back in diving again is Langford. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Bottom 2. We've had 1 hitter in scoring position. That was for Pueblo East. The pitch, runner goes. That is a ball. The throw to second. Skips into center field, and Langford will stay right there. It's a stolen base for Charlie Langford. So now he's in scoring position. Charlie with his 5th stolen base of the season. 2 balls and 1 strike to Joseph Layden. The stretch, the pitch, fastball. That's a strike. That is belt high in the outer half. It's 2-2. The stretch again, and the offering. Swing and a miss. Got him a fastball there at the letters. Layden strikes out, 2 down. Farley will now hit. Colin hitting .288. His average continues to climb. He's done a heck of a job here over the last month. That's why he's in that lineup. The offering. Swing and a miss. On a fastball, down and in. No balls and 1 strike to Farley. And Farley hits the ball very well to right field. If he can go that way, it'll score a run. The pitch. That's right down the middle. I'm not sure what he was looking for there. You're not getting a better pitch than that. He's not getting a better pitch than that. No balls and 2 strikes to Colin Farley. Casillas stretches. Casillas looks back to the plate. Swinging a foul. And the count remains at 0-2 to Colin Farley. Here in the bottom of the 2nd inning, the Mustangs with a little bit of a threat here. Let's see if they can convert. But Farley's down in the count at 0-2. Swing and a miss on a pitch down and in. 2 strikeouts to end the bottom of the 2nd inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. Let's head to the 3rd. And this regional semifinal from Lakewood. Fort Morgan nothing, Pueblo East nothing on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
6. Catcher number 28, C.J. Lucero.
All right, let's head to the top of the 3rd inning. We're going to try this a little bit differently. C.J. Lucero steps in for Pueblo East against Frank Ortega. No score. And the pitch. And the breaking ball is up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Lucero hitting .308. Yeah, with this signal, you'll be able to pick up more of the crowd here. And the offering. Swung on and tapped foul along the 3rd base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here to C.J. Lucero. It is 8-9-1 for Pueblo East. The pitch swung on. That ball is grounded to short. Right off of Fajardo's glove. It'll be a base hit to his left. Yeah, Braden lunged to his left. It'll be scored a base hit on that grounder.
Lucero is on. We'll debate the scoring. We won't debate left fielder number 3, Brady Cristelli is up.
And that is the first base hit of the game. On that grounder headed up the middle, we'll have a courtesy runner.
So it is going to be a base hit. A runner for Lucero at first.
And let's see. Looks like Brennan Rowe is the courtesy runner. Here is Brady Cristelli hitting .370. Ortega. That's the first leadoff hitter to get on. That's a pitch away. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 to Cristelli. About a 2-step lead at first for Rowe. Throw back to first, and that's a close play as Wheatley applied the tag, but it's late. 1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch. That's a fastball outside. Wow, barely missed. Looked pretty good from here. but it's called a ball. It's 2-0. Yeah, that one looked pretty solid from here, but it's 2 balls and no strikes. Here to Cristelli. This is the 9-hitter. You don't get this guy out, then you're in trouble. So you got to throw a strike right now if you're Ortega. The pitch. That's right there down the middle. And it's 2-1. What with a fastball to Brady Cristelli. 2 balls and 1 strike. No score. Top of the 3rd inning in this regional semifinal. Throw back to first. Back in diving again is Rowe. Frank Ortega, chest level, the pitch, and squaring to bunt, and he bunts it up the first base side. That's a heck of a bunt. Barehanded throw to first, and it skips into foul territory along the right side. And the runner to third. We'll score that a base hit and an error.
Runners at the corners, Rowe running for Lucero at third. Top of the order.
It's going to be a single and an error, allowing Rowe to go to third, and it's 1st and 3rd. On that bunt up the first base side. And the Mustangs have now committed their 2nd error of the game. Again, a bunt, single, and an error. And that errors on Ortega, allowing Rowe to advance the base. Michael Casillas is now the hitter. The pitch, strike. On the outside corner, no balls and 1 strike. Casillas hit a fly ball to Farley to lead off the game. Pueblo East with the first legitimate threat of this game. Ortega delivers. Swung on and fouled off to the right. Need a strikeout pitch right now if you're Frank Ortega. No balls and 2 strikes. Michael Casillas awaits the pitch. And here it is. Runner goes. It's outside. And the throw to second is going to be cut off by the shortstop, Fajardo. Two balls and a strike. We apologize for any technical difficulties that we might have during this broadcast. Time is called. Two and one to Casillas. Dangerous situation for the Mustangs. No score in the third. And the pitch. Breaking ball is driven into deep left center field. McCoy is way back towards the track, reaches out. He cannot make the catch. It bounces up against the bottom of the fence. Rounding second is Casillas, headed for third. It's a 2-run triple for Michael Casillas. And Pueblo East leads 2-0.
In with a 2-run triple. The center fielder number 2, Matt Casillas, steps in.
That ball was launched into the left center field gap. Here is Matthew Casillas, who popped to right. The stretch and the offering. And that bounces in. Nice block by Velasquez. So we had 2 base hits on balls that did not get out of the infield. And then Casillas launched that baseball into the gap. 1 ball and no strikes. The infield is playing back. The pitch. Swung on, line, base hit into right field. Here comes Michael Casillas. Matthew Casillas delivers.
And scored single by Casillas.
3-0 Pueblo East.
And bringing up first baseman number 14, R.J. Roybal.
Here is R.J. Roybal. He struck out swinging his first time up. And this rally started with the 8 and 9 hitters. The stretch, nobody out still. And the pitch, fastball is outside. A single, a triple, and a single for Pueblo East. 1 ball and no strikes. They are hitting Ortega now hard in these last two hitters. The offering upstairs and off the glove of Velasquez. And the second is Casillas. And that will be scored a passed ball. A passed ball, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Here comes Josh Langford. From refrigerators to vacuums and everything in between, to have exactly what you need, and we'll service it too. That's B&B Appliance and Repair. And not just a bank in Colorado, they're Bank of Colorado, a proud supporter of local sports and academics. 3-0 Pueblo East here in the top of the third. Michael Casillas with a 2-run triple, and Matthew Casillas with an RBI single moments ago against right-hander Frank Ortega, who has not lost this year. He's 7-0 going in. But that was in the regular season. These are the playoffs. And he's got to figure things out here with a runner at second and nobody out. And when you're the lower seed, Brian Nichols said a lot of times, you got none to lose. None to lose. All the pressure's on the higher seed. Golden or Mountain View will await the winner of this game. 3-0 Pueblo East, the stretch. Ortega to the plate. Fastball is up and away. 3-0. Chris Salas waits to hit next. 3 balls and no strikes to Roybal, the first baseman. Again, an all right-handed lineup here for Pueblo East. Should go with a straight fastball here, and he throws that in the dirt.
Roybal works the walk to put 2 on for second baseman number 8, Chris Salas.
Second walk issued by Frank Ortega. Chris Salas popped up to the first baseman, Briggs Wheatley, into foul territory his first time up. The Mustangs with a 16-7 record going into the game, in Pueblo East at 12-10. The runners take their leads. Mustangs need a double play grounder somewhere. The pitch, swag and a miss. Threw it right by him. It's 0-1. .330 down the lines, and again, .390 straight away. Michael Casillas hit his ball a long way. Looking back at the pitch, outside. Took something off of the count, is level at 1-1. I don't remember the last time Fort Morgan lost as a higher seed in the playoffs. Normally they win when they're the higher seed. It's been a long time. Looking back at the pitch, that's on the outside corner for a strike. I mean, the outside of the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Chris Salas. Sean Duran is on deck. Ortega gets the sign from Velasquez, looks back at second. And the 1-2 offering in the dirt, blocked by Velasquez with a breaking ball. That levels the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, still nobody out in the top of the third inning. 3-0 Pueblo East. Looking back, and the pitch swung on and lifted into foul territory. Wheatley will have a play. The first baseman makes the grab. There's 1 down.
Wheatley collects the popper for the first out. Up next, third baseman number 30, Sean Duran.
And that's a second straight time that Salas has popped out to Wheatley in foul territory. Sean Duran walked and was stranded. The stretch and the offering, and that is blocked by the catcher, Velasquez. That pitch was obviously in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. A 2-run triple by Michael Casillas, an RBI single from Matthew Casillas, and a 3-run 4-hit inning here for Pueblo East. Looking back, and the pitch swung on, driven down the right field line. That's going to be major trouble, and it is fair just inside the line. Bouncing around in the corner, rounding third and headed to the plate, and scoring is the lead runner for Pueblo East. 4-0.
Down
As that is
for Duran, who is in with an RBI double.
Matthew Casillas crossing the plate. It's an RBI double. And that ball was tagged. 5th hit of the inning. And here's Delvin Ada. He popped to center his first time up. Pueblo East hitting .387 as a team. Has 3 singles, a triple, and a double in this inning. Ortega steps off. And it's a 4-0 lead, and they're threatening for more. And the Mustangs have to play the infield in. Yeah, Josh Langford has no option here. You don't want to give up another 1 or 2 runs. You got to play them in right now. The stretch by Ortega and the pitch. Fastball is upstairs. And make no mistake about it, these balls have been struck hard.
Come on, Delvin, let's go!
1 ball and no strikes to Delvin Ada. The stretch. Ortega delivers. Fastball, a strike on the outside corner. And Ortega's pitch count is way up there. He's got 63 pitches through 2 1/3 innings. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners off of 2nd and 3rd. The pitch. And that is blocked again in the dirt there by Velasquez. Roy Ball at 3rd. Duran at 2nd. Again, the infield is playing in for Fort Morgan. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Letter high fastball. The count is now at 2-2. And time is called. Big pitch here coming up for Frank Ortega. The stretch and the offering. Swung on and lifted into shallow right center field. That might drop. That will drop for a base hit. And then the ball gets loose. 1 run's going to score. It'll be an RBI single. Holding up at 3rd is Sean Duran. And on a little Texas leaguer, it's 5-0 Pueblo East. I mean, he stuck the bat out. That is an incredible piece of hitting there by Delvin Ada. And now a visit to the mound. And that's going to be it. I believe that's the 2nd visit. We'll have a pitching change here. Yeah, that's for Pueblo East in the inning. They have gone off here on Frank Ortega, 5-0. That's actually the 3rd single of the inning. Actually, the 4th. Let's see. Yep. 4th single of the inning. And Jesse Campa will now step in to pitch for Fort Morgan. Runners at 1st and 3rd. 1 out. In the top of the 3rd inning, Ortega's allowed 6 hits and 5 runs in the frame. And it's a 5-0 lead for the Eagles, the lower seed in this regional semifinal. We'll take a short break and come back on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Springtime means it's time to get back in the field. And getting back in the field.
Jesse Campa throws a strike here, his first pitch, as he's in for Frank Ortega, who goes to 3rd. Campa 4-3 and a 5.15 ERA. Throwback to 1st, as Tanner Proud, who struck out looking his first time up, is now the hitter. The stretch and the pitch, runner going, and that's down and away. The throw to 2nd's going to go all the way through, and it skips away, but Fajardo's going to flag it down. It'll be a stolen base for Delvin Ada. And 1 ball and 1 strike, so 2 runners in scoring position. Well, they're a home run away from the cycle in this inning. Campa looks in. The pitch, and that fastball's up and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Mustangs right now looking stunned, down 5-0 in the 3rd inning, and Pueblo East has put together 6 hits. And the pitch, Very high. And keep in mind, this is the 9th hitter of the inning. They have batted around. 3-1 here to Tanner Proud. The pitch, swing and a foul straight back. 3-2. Here to Proud. Yeah, what a huge advantage they've got with this 5-run lead in the third. 3-2. The offering. Swing and a miss.
The Campa strikeout.
And a strikeout of Tanner Proud.
Catcher number 28, C.J. Lucero.
That's a huge strikeout by Jesse Campa. Now the infield can play back with 2 down. C.J. Lucero started this rally with a base hit, and he later scored. The pitch in the dirt, scooped up by Velasquez. 1 ball and no strikes. Duran off of third, Ada at second. Campa chest level with the glove to pitch. Breaking ball is down and away. And it's 2-0. On deck is Brady Cristelli. He had that bunt single that Ortega threw along the foul line, and it resulted in the lead runner going to third base. Mustangs have a couple of miscues in this game. The stretch and the pitch swung on and tapped foul along the third base side. 2 balls and 1 strike. Fair. It is right inside the line. Just fair. Around first. Into second is Lucero. It's going to be a 2-run double. 7-0 Pueblo East.
Left fielder number 3, Brady Cristelli, coming up.
I mean, that painted the line in right field.
7, Brennan Rowe in the run for the catcher, Lucero at second.
Brennan Rowe is now the courtesy runner. Oh, I think that painted that line. I'm not sure if it was inside the line, but it was fair. Wow. When it's your day, it's your day. Here's Cristelli. The pitch, and the breaking ball is inside. That is now 7 runs on 7 hits in the inning for Pueblo East. And that was just a line drive down the right field line. 1 ball and no strikes. Campa to the plate. Swung on and grounded foul along the third base side. Count is at 1-1. Well, the Mustangs did lose early this season, 10-0 to Sterling. I believe that's their biggest setback. Just trying to run through the schedule in my head. The stretch, looking back, and the pitch in the dirt. They also lost to Severance 14-4. So that's another 10-run setback. Two balls and 1 strike. Fort Morgan's got a lot of work to do just to get back in the game, let alone try to win it. Campa delivers. Fastball is inside. And again, this is the number 9 hitter. 3 balls and 1 strike. A shocker here with the size of the lead. And the offering. Swung on line, base hit, left center field. Let's see if Rowe's going to score. He rounds third. He's headed to the plate. He's in there safely. 8-0 Pueblo East. Brady Cristelli delivers. He's now 2 for 2 in this inning. Wow. Wow. Here is Michael Casillas. Michael Casillas got the scoring started with a 2-run triple in the inning. Throw back to first. Back in diving is Cristelli. This is the 12th hitter of the inning. The pitch swung on and fouled back. That was a fat fastball and a big swing there by Michael Casillas. 8 have scored, 2 have been retired, and 1 is at first. Jesse Campa looks in. Throw back to first, and back in diving again is Cristelli. A long half inning, especially for the Mustangs. They've been on that field for at least about 20 minutes, which included a pitching change. The offering, fastball low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here to Michael Casillas. We are still in the top of the 3rd inning. The Eagles of Pueblo East lead 8-0 against the Mustangs. The stretch and the offering, runner going. The fastball's high. The throw to second. It's up the shortstop side, and it's a stolen base for Cristelli. Pueblo East right now can do nothing wrong. Every hard hit ball is finding a gap. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch, strike, fastball outside corner. It's 2-2. Jesse Campa looking to end this inning, hopefully right now, to Michael Casillas. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch, breaking ball is grounded to third. Ortega is not going to tag the runner, throws to first for the out. Could not get the runner going by, but he makes the play, and it ends a nightmarish inning for Fort Morgan. 8 runs on 8 hits, 1 error and 1 left. To the bottom of the 3rd we go. It is Pueblo East 8, Fort Morgan nothing, as you are listening to the 2022 Colorado High School Baseball Playoffs on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
If you're forging a career in welding, you need Buckeye Welding Supply in Sterling. We're able to quench those problems.
It'll be David Keller to lead off for the Mustangs. 3rd time around the order for Pueblo East. The Mustangs still not around the 1st time. Keller hitting .304 as a junior. The pitch and the fastball's a strike from the right-hander Casillas. This guy's looking good so far. He struck out the last 2 Mustangs in the 2nd. Michael Casillas delivers. Fastball is a strike at the knees. Wow. Yeah, that looked low. Yeah. That did look low. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the ball is dropped by the catcher. And they'll throw to first, and Lucero retires. Keller a strikeout on 3 pitches.
With 1 down, center fielder number 20, Levi Mccoy coming up.
Levi Mccoy has been in and out of the lineup all season, hitting .121. At this point, I think you got to bunt somebody. Levi's very fast. If you can bunt, get him on base. The pitch, fastball right down the middle for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. 8-0 Pueblo East. 1 out, and the base is empty in the bottom of the 3rd. And the pitch, swing and a miss and a bender. No balls and 2 strikes. Here to Levi Mccoy. The pitch, that is right there. Nothing wrong with that fastball. Nothing wrong with that one. On the outer half.
First baseman number 8, Briggs Wheatley.
That is 4 strikeouts in a row. We are straight up at 10 o'clock Mountain Time. I'm John Beltran. This is Morgan County's B106. KPRB Brush Fort Morgan. And the pitch to Wheatley. And that's down and away with the off speed. Briggs lined to the 2nd baseman. Salas to begin the bottom of the 1st. Here's the wind and offering. Swung on and grounded to 2nd. Salas to his left has got it, and he'll sidearm to 1st. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Michael Casillas. The Mustangs are still looking for their first hit. Let's head to the 4th inning in this regional semifinal. Pueblo East 8, Fort Morgan nothing on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
In the beginning, there was wood, dry leaves, lightning, and event.
Let's head to the 4th inning. It's 8-0 in favor of Pueblo East. A stunning result so far here in this regional semifinal. 0-0 game until Pueblo East scored 8 runs in the 3rd. Pitch from Campa. Swung on, driven foul along the left side. No balls and 1 strike. Matthew Casillas has popped out and singled. 8 runs on 8 hits for Pueblo East. No runs, no hits for Fort Morgan. And the breaking ball's in the dirt. The Mustangs have committed the only 2 errors of the game. And the wind and the 1-1 pitch. Fastball is outside. 2-1 here to Matthew Casillas to lead off the 4th inning. The kick and the pitch. Swung on and popped up in the shallow center. Levi Mccoy is right there. Ranges in a couple of steps and makes the catch.
McCoy in
1
center
down.
collects the fly ball for the first out. First baseman number 14, R.J. Roybal.
R.J. Roybal has struck out and walked and scored one of the 8 runs. Again, all in that, I mean, the game could be decided by 1/2 inning. That's what it is right now. And Jesse Campa to the plate. Breaking ball is fouled to the screen. No balls and 1 strike. Well, if you're Fort Morgan now, you have to win every inning. You don't have to score 7 or 8 runs. Just win every inning. Just have a chance in the bottom of the 7th. But the way that Michael Casillas is pitching, they got to figure him out. He is really solid so far. The pitch. Fastball is up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fill up your cooler, gas up your car. Stubbs Gas and Oil, easy and convenient. Make them the only stop you need on your way to the big game. Stubbs Gas and Oil. And that's low. Ball 2, strike 1. We're at the top of the 4th inning. 8-0 Pueblo East. The kick and the pitch. Swung on and hit on the ground slowly. Right side foul. Right off the end of the bat, it's 2-2. On deck is Chris Salas. Pueblo East has won 12 games this year. The Mustangs with a 16-win season. But to win 17, they'll need their biggest comeback of the season. They haven't had this big of a deficit. At least not since the Sterling game. Because Severance, that was a tight game and they got away from them. The pitch. Breaking ball is popped up. Second baseman Langford to his left. Ranges in, makes the 2-handed grab.
Little flare taken by second baseman
And 2 down.
Langford for the second out. The other second baseman, Chris Salas, up number 8.
Chris Salas has popped out to Briggs Wheatley in foul territory twice. 0 for 2. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a foul. He was closer to probably having that ball hit him. That ball was riding inside on the right-handed hitter. No balls and a strike to Salas, the second baseman. He knew it too. He's patting his helmet. Let's see if the temperature's even dropped here or even gone up at all. No balls and a strike. Swung on, that is popped into right field. Colin Farley's got an easy play. Now he spots it to his right, and it's a 1-2-3 inning as Colin Farley makes the catch.
Ball from the Salas to end the 1-2-3 top.
3 1/2 innings are in the book. The score, Pueblo East 8, Fort Morgan nothing on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Education is the best way to build a stronger foundation for you and your family.
Well, you heard it right there. Fajardo leads off here in the 4th inning. I'm John Beltran. 8-0. Pueblo East leads his regional semifinal, followed by Frank Ortega and Jesse Campa. The Mustangs still do not have a hit against right-hander Michael Casillas. And the pitch swung on, that is lifted into right center field. Matthew Casillas to his left, to his right. The catch is going to be made by Tanner Proud. There's 1 down.
By Proud and right for the first out. Third baseman number 6, Frank Ortega, the batter.
Frank Ortega grounded out to the second baseman Salas, his first time up. And Matthew Casillas has retired 10 Mustangs on only 37 pitches. The pitch, fastball, is a strike. Wow. That's 2 pitches that he's called strikes below the knees. Yeah, that's 1 in each of the last 2 innings were definitely below the knees. And the offering, and he takes that. breaking ball. Oh, he went? They're going to say he went on that one. 0-2 on the breaking ball. I'm not even sure about that. No balls and 2 strikes to Ortega's right on top of the plate now. The pitch in the dirt with a breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Boy, this is not Fort Morgan's day. Still looking for a hit. The pitch outside with a fastball. Count levels at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ortega. The pitch in the dirt. 3-2. Well, let's see if Frank can get on base. The pitch. That is low on a fastball. That was called a strike earlier in the sequence.
To bring up pitcher number 14, Jesse Campa.
It's a walk. Here's Jesse Campa, who grounded to the mound his first time up. Pueblo East scored all their runs in the 3rd inning. 8 runs on 8 hits. The Mustangs did commit an error. 1 out, 1 on, bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch, fastball, is outside. Well, Michael Casillas is coming close, but he did miss that one. That's 4 consecutive outside the zone. The stretch. Long pause, throw back to first, back and diving is Ortega. One ball and no strikes. At the belt. And the offering. And that is a strike with a breaking ball at the knees on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Michael Casillas to the plate. Swing and a miss. Man, I wish we had a radar gun on this guy. He's bringing some heat. And Brian and I are not good at guessing, but it's got to be somewhere in those mid to upper 80s. Swung on and grounded slowly to short. They'll only have a shot for 1 at second, back to first, and late. It is 6-4 fielder's choice on the grounder to Atta.
Campa's safe at first. 2 down for second baseman number 11, Charlie Langford.
2 down on the 6-4. Here is Charlie Langford. I mean, this guy's pounding the zone. And you pound the zone. Bodie Wheatley will now run for Camp at first base with 2 down. Langford walked his first time up. Mustangs looking for some life in the bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch, fastball, a strike on the outside corner, just above the knees. It's 0-1. .31 strikes, 17 balls, throw back to first, and Bodie's back in diving. Yeah, Michael Casillas is not even halfway to the allotted 110. Ortega threw just shy of 70 pitches. The pitch, swung on and chopped slowly to short. Atta's got it, and he underhands to second for the force. And the Mustangs are done in the 4th inning.
A short stop to close out the inning.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left.
No runs, hits, no errors.
Let's head to the top of the 5th.
4 innings.
Pueblo East 8, Fort Morgan nothing on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
You own a boat, so your only worry should be fitting more fun into your day.
Let's head to the top of the 5th inning. And Pueblo East with an 8-0 lead. On Fort Morgan, it's a no-hitter so far for Michael Casillas. Jesse Campa delivers. Swung on and lifted to left field. Keller to his right, still going back towards the fence. And that ball is off the bottom of the fence. And around first and into second with a leadoff double is Duran. He gave that a ride. His second double of the game.
Ball one left makes it a double. Shortstop number 27, Delvin Otta coming up.
Here's Delvin Otta. He's popped out and singled. Delvenada is 1 for 2 in the game. The stretch and the pitch, and that bounces in. 1 ball and no strikes. Ron, I think you told me many times, when it's your day, it's your day.
Yeah, it's not Morgan's day.
That's 1-0. Even that, I thought it was fairly routine. Then the ball just kept flying and flying and flying. Down 8-0 in the 5th inning. Campa to the plate. Swung on and chopped left side. That's a base hit into left field on a ground ball. And Lucero to third. And Ada delivers. And runners at the corners with nobody out.
After by Ada finding left for a base hit, Duran to third. Right fielder number 13, Tanner Proud.
Holy mahungus, this could turn into a 5-inning game. Tanner Proud has struck out twice. While the Mustangs do not come back, I will be calling the 5 o'clock regional championship if Brush defeats Salida at noon. All that action on 1010 KSIR, but the Mustangs are going to keep fighting here. Just that Pueblo East is putting everything in play. And they have just picked up the pitch. That's a strike with the off speed, their 10th hit of the game. No balls and 1 strike. And throw back to first, back in diving is Delvenada. It was a 1-2-3 4th inning, back to first again, back in diving. Yeah, Pueblo East is looking to pick up where they left off in the 3rd inning. Here's the stretch by Campa and the offering. Swung on, chop right back to the mound. To second for 1. Now back to first, and that one skips to Wheatley. It's going to be off his glove, and scoring is Lucero. That will not be an RBI, and it's 9-0. Are they going to call an automatic double play? I think they called an automatic double play. That would send the runner back to third, because Adder to second apparently did not either get out of the way or slide. That should send the base runner back to third in Lucero. That's what happens with the automatic double play. Let's see. That's what Coach Langford is debating right now. That should be a runner at third and 2 down and not a run scored. And they're going to send Lucero back to third. Yep, that's the rule. That's the right call, but they haven't done it yet. The 3 umpires will confer. That will go as a 1-6-3 double play. And a huge break for Fort Morgan. And yeah, apparently Addit either did not slide or did not get out of the way. You have to do 1 of 2 as a base runner. If not, it's called, and it's basically interference. And then no other runners allowed to advance.
So interference.
And Lucero's back to third.
Double play and the run does not score.
So
Runners
2
stays
outs.
at third.
Come on, Chris, bring him in.
Oh, Duran, check it. Duran's at third, not Lucero. Lucero's at the plate, so Duran is at third. Here's a stretch and the pitch. Swung on and grounded sharply to second. Langford has got it. He throws to first, and the Mustangs get out of that major jam.
No runs, 2 hits,
First and third, nobody out. And Pueblo East does
the
not
5th
score.
inning
Let's head to the bottom of the 5th inning.
From the
Pueblo East 8, Fort Morgan nothing on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Spring brings warmer weather, green grass, and new life.
B106.
I'm John Beltran. Let's head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Pueblo East leads Fort Morgan 8-0 in this regional semifinal. The Mustangs are looking for their first hit against right-hander Michael Casillas. It'll be Joseph Layden, followed by Colin Farley.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th.
Here in this 5th inning.
DH number 10, Joseph Layden.
And then David Keller. Layden struck out swinging his first time up. And you run through Casillas' numbers. He had a stretch of 4 consecutive strikeouts. The sun is bright and shiny here in Lakewood. Swung on and fouled off to the right. No balls and 1 strike. Casillas to the plate. Low. And those 4 strikeouts are the only 4 strikeouts he has. Mustangs have been putting the ball in play since that 4 strikeout streak. And the pitch. That's a fastball for a strike. Bell tied down the middle on pitch number 52 from Michael Casillas. And it's 1-2. The sign is put down. And the pitch. And the breaking ball's in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This Mustang lineup has been good all year, but they have been shut down in this game. Completely shut down by right-hander Michael Casillas. The pitch. Fastball is down and away. 3-2. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning, 8-0 Pueblo East. The pitch. Swung on line. Base hit into right field. There you go. That ends the no-hitter for Casillas.
And a Blader in for a base hit.
As Layden goes the other way.
The Mustangs. Right fielder number 4, Colin Farley, the batter.
Colin Farley struck out his first time up. Well, let's see if that can generate something.
Come on, roll it up right here, boys.
Stretched by Casillas and the pitch. Fastball down the middle. Throw back to first, and it's blocked over there by Roybal. No balls and 1 strike. The Mustangs looking for just a couple of runs, 2 or 3 runs to get back into the game, trailing 8-0 in the 5th. Throw back to first, back in diving is Layden. You know this Mustang team's going to fight to the end here. Here's the stretch and the offering. Breaking ball's a strike. On the outside corner, it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Farley. Throw back to first again, and back in diving again is Layden. Oh, 0-2 to Farley. The pitch. Up and in, off the glove of Lucero. Runner goes to second, now back to first, and the ball nearly was sailed into center field. Yeah, because Lucero got to that ball quickly. That's a good play by Lucero and a good play by Layden as the ball gets loose in the infield. That's a wild sequence, but all it is a 1-2 count now. And now they will slow things down, and part of the infield will convene on the mound. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Colin Farley. Nobody out in the bottom of the 5th inning with a man at first for Fort Morgan, their first hit of the game. And the pitch, and the breaking ball's up and in. Remember, this is approaching the bottom of the lineup here. If you can start with these guys, then you can get something special in this frame. The pitch, and that's down and away. Not even close. 3-2. All of a sudden, Casillas looks like he's thinking about it a little bit. He really aimed that pitch. 3-2 to Farley. Big pitch coming up here for Fort Morgan. The offering. Swung on line. Base hit into right field. And that's back-to-back hits to begin the bottom of the 5th inning.
Slash the other way for a base hit for Farley. 2 on.
Here come the Mustangs.
David Keller.
Farley again hitting a sweet spot the other way. We'll have a visit to the hill. And you can hear the Mustang fans getting going. With locations in Sterling, Fort Morgan, Yuma, and Holyoke, Premier Farm Credit. Another outstanding sponsor of Morgan County Athletics, Premier Farm Credit. While the Mustangs have back-to-back base runners for the first time in the game. Hopefully it will not be too late. In the bottom of the 5th inning, off base hits from Layden and Farley. David Keller struck out in his first plate appearance. Yeah, when your 6 and 7 hitters get things started, makes for a promising inning. Let's see if David Keller can keep this rally going, at least with nobody out. And that sun is starting to blaze out here, but still a cool a very cool Sunday morning. The stretch and the offering. Fastball's a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Casillas up to 62 pitches. Layden at second, Farley at first. Looking back. The pitch swung on and lifted into shallow right center field. Salas is going to be called up. It's dropped by the center fielder, but to throw to second for the out. Oh, man. It was dropped in center. But Casillas throws to Ada covering second to get the force on that fly ball. That's not bad base running. That's just bad luck. One down. That is the rare 8-6 fielder's choice. One down here for Levi Mccoy. McCoy struck out in his first plate appearance. Yeah, that should have been caught out there, but it was dropped. But nonetheless, the base runner was so far up. There's nothing you could do. Nothing you could do if you're Fort Morgan. The pitch, fastball, a strike on the outside corner, thigh high. No balls and one strike. 0-1 here to McCoy. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. Wheatley on deck in the pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball down in the zone. McCoy hitting 121 going into this game today. 0-2 to the senior center fielder Levi McCoy. And the pitch, fastball is up and away. Major heat thrown by Michael Casillas. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The stretch and the offering swung on and fouled. One and 2 to Levi McCoy. First and third, 1 out. The offering swung on and lifted into foul territory, first base side. Roy Ball giving chase. It's out of play. Oh, man, just score a run here. Just score a run. Do anything to get a run across. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, 2 on. The stretch. Pitch to Levi. And that bounces in, and it skips away. And the runner to second. Good base running there by Keller. No advance by the runner at third. It only skipped away maybe a foot. Well, 2 balls and 2 strikes. On the wild pitch, the offering swung on and fouled to the screen on the inside fastball. Levi McCoy hanging tough. Levi having an excellent at bat right now.
Hit the ball, bend the glove.
Yeah, 2 and 2. It was a foul ball. It looked like to me it was a foul ball. I don't think it was anything but a foul ball. They're going to converse, but that's hard to tell from here. There was a swing. I didn't see anything but a foul ball, Brian. You know. Yeah, that it hit his glove, yeah. Oh, that it catcher's interference maybe? All right, I don't know. I didn't see that, but we'll see as the conversation between the 3 umpires, and it's going to be a foul ball. That's a foul ball. Oh, thank you. That's the call that I would have made from here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the wind, the pitch to McCoy. Breaking ball is outside. Levi McCoy's having a heck of a plate appearance. 3 and 2. Can he get on base? Pitch is upstairs, a fastball, and the bases are loaded. That'll bring up Briggs Wheatley. Wheatley is lined to second and grounded to second. He's 0 for 2. Big situation here. Briggs with one big swing can get Fort Morgan back into the game. Wind and offering. And he swings and misses at a breaking ball. Oh, man, talk about pulling the string there. No balls and 1 strike. 8-0 Pueblo East, bottom of the 5th inning. The offering. Down, it skips up the third base side, but no advance there. Lucero flags it down. One and one. One ball and one strike to Briggs Wheatley. 0 for 2 in the game. The bases are loaded, one out. The pitch, swing and a miss. Oh man, that is a sweeping breaking ball on the inside corner. Those are two tough pitches that Casillas has thrown. Wheatley digging in, and the 1-2 pitch. And that one is in the dirt. Went down and in, 2-2. What is Casillas going to throw him here? On deck is Fajardo. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung and fouled. Oh, off the end of the bat to the screen. Holy mahungus, that was close. It's still 2-2. The lead runner at third is Layden. And the pitch. Swing and a miss and a ball in the dirt. It was a breaking ball. Wheatley strikes out. 2 down.
Shortstop number 15, Brayton Caggiardo coming up.
Wow. Briggs Wheatley swung at a breaking ball that was in the dirt. And now Fajardo's going to come through with 2 outs. He has popped it up twice, swing and a miss. On a fastball away, no balls and 1 strike. Well, thought it might have been a quick pitch there. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the wine and the offering. In the dirt with a curveball, it's 1-1. One and one here to Braden Fajardo. With the bases loaded, 2 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the pitch. And that breaking ball's outside. 2-1. Michael Casillas operating out of the windup with the bases loaded. Pitch to Braden. Outside. 1 pitch away from scoring Fort Morgan's first run. It's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. How about a 2-out rally of your Fort Morgan? And the pitch. Swung on and grounded left side. It's going to be a tough play for the shortstop. And no throw. It's a base hit. Had to stop the ball in the hole, but he had no throw. It's a single for Fajardo. 3rd hit of the inning. Scoring is Layden, and it's now 8-1. Frank Ortega's grounded out and walked. The pitch, down and away with a curveball. 1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch. And that one skips away, but it ricochets right back. Now Lucero throws to third, the tag late. Late, that's a good job. That's a great job there by David Keller. Good job of getting back. And now another conference and amount, it's 2-0. And Michael Casillas now by far having his most difficult inning. 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 here to Ortega. And Michael Casillas to the plate. That is a strike at the knees. Bottom of the zone. The very bottom of the zone, but it's there, 2-1. Here to Frank Ortega. The Mustangs with a run across in the inning. The pitch, swing and a miss. On a fastball in the inner half, it's 2-2. Big situation here for Fort Morgan. Got to come through. 2-2 to Ortega. The pitch. Breaking ball is outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The runners will be going. A base hit will score 2. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded slowly third base side, and that is fair. The throw to first is going to be late. It's an infield hit. Oh, the third baseman thought it was foul. Duran thought it was foul, kind of held the ball. It's an infield hit, and it's now 8-2 as Keller scored. Can't reverse that one now. Here is Jesse Campa. Campa has grounded out and hit into a 6-4 fielder's choice.
So fair for Ortega, gets the run down and in on the base hit. Pitcher Jesse Campa comes up.
Well, this could be a game changer right now. Jesse comes through. The wind and the pitch, and the breaking ball is off the glove of Lucero, but only a few feet to his right. 1 ball and no strikes. This is the at-bat that can change the game right now. You're still down by 6, but you can make it a 4-run game or a 3-run game. 1 ball and no strikes to Jesse. The pitch. Swung on, driven in there to deep right center field, way back, and it's going to be caught. Oh, it's going to be caught by Tanner Proud. That was lined into the gap. And Tanner Proud was able to chase the line drive down, and the Mustangs are limited to 2 runs in the inning. They do get 4 hits, no errors, and the bases were left loaded. We head to the 6th inning in Lakewood in this regional semifinal. It's Pueblo East 8, Fort Morgan 2 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Sky Ranch Golf and Grill in Sterling is hiring. They're looking for a motivated professional.
Let's go to the top of the 6th inning. We've got Fenway Park music playing here during this. It's not really even the high school equivalent is the 5th inning stretch, but we're going to the 6th inning. And it's an 8-2 lead for Pueblo East, as Jesse Campa has done an excellent job since coming in for Frank Ortega, who struggled in that 3rd inning.
Leading off the top of the 6th for Pueblo East, left fielder number 3, Brady Cristelli.
As all the runs were charged to Frank, even though Campa gave up a 2-run double, but those runners belonged to Ortega, so Frank gave up all the runs there. And here's Brady Cristelli, and this guy's been a hassle for Fort Morgan. And the breaking ball's a strike on the inside corner. Cristelli is 1 for 2, but he reached on an error, board twice, and the pitch is outside, and the count levels at 1-1. Pueblo East had 8 runs on 8 hits in the 3rd. The pitch, and that ball hit him. Rode inside.
Cristelli taking one for his crew.
The number 9 is hit by a pitch.
11, Mike Casillas.
Come on, Big Mike!
Michael Casillas has popped to right, a 2-run triple, and then he grounded to 3rd. He's 1 for 3. It was the Casillas 2-run triple that got that rally started 3 innings ago. Jesse Campa looks in for the sign. Throw back to first. Cristelli back in almost on a crawl. Jesse Campa, chest level with the glove to pitch. Swung on and popped about 100 feet foul to the left. Man, I'm trying to calculate that. That was way foul. No balls and 1 strike. Maybe not 100, but it was way foul. A pitch on the inner half. No balls and 1 strike. 8-2 Pueblo East in the top of the 6th inning. Throw back to first, and back in diving is a swipe tag applied by Wheatley as Cristelli. Campa gets a sign and the offering, and that is outside off the glove of Velasquez, but only a few inches to his right. One ball and 1 strike. Mustangs looking to get a double play here and make this a quick inning and get back into the dugout. Looking back at the pitch, runner goes. It's high, the throw to second, the slide, and out at second base. Oh, a head first slide as the tag was applied. by Charlie Langford on the throw from Velasquez. Cristelli is cut down, 1 out. On the caught stealing. Boy, that's an excellent job there by Velasquez and Langford. The pitch and the breaking ball bounces in. Three and 1 to Michael Casillas with the bases empty and 1 out in the 6th inning. Velasquez lays down the sign and the pitch swung on and driven in the air to center field. McCoy is going back. He's right there. He'll make the one-handed grab, 2 down.
After the Velasquez caught stealing, the liner taken by McCoy and center 2 down. The other center fielder, number 2, Matt Casillas up.
That'll bring up Matt Casillas. He's got an RBI single. He's popped out twice, 1 for 3. And the pitch and the breaking ball is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. The Mustangs still have 6 outs to play with. Down by 6 in the 6th. The kick and the pitch. Ooh, nearly shaved him off the plate. 2-0. Jesse Camp has done a fabulous job in relief. And the pitch swung on, that is popped up the elevator shaft. The shortstop, Braden Fajardo, is going to make the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It turns into 1 after the caught stealing. 5 1/2 innings are in the book. With the score, Pueblo East 8, Fort Morgan 2. You are listening to the 2022 Colorado High School Baseball Playoffs on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Just off the Wiggins exit from Interstate 76 lies a gem of a...
And the pitch to begin the bottom of the 6th, up and in with a fastball to Charlie Langford, followed by Joseph Layden. 8-2 Pueblo East, bottom of the 6th inning. The Mustangs have got to make every single adjustment here against this right-hander Casillas. He's been very good. And the pitch, that rides inside, and going down to the ground is Langford. 2-0. A walk and a fielder's choice. Charlie's 0 for 1. The pitch. Fastball is outside. And let me tell you, Casillas is way up there pitch-wise, 94 pitches. He won't be in there for too much longer because of the pitch count. The pitch, way outside off the glove of Lucero. It's a walk. That'll send up Joseph Layden, who has struck out and singled. He's the DH today. Well, it was this part of the lineup that got it started in the previous inning when the Mustangs sent 8 to the plate. Charlie with a 2-step lead. The pitch, swing and a miss. Took a big hack and missed it. It's 0-1. Right-handed hitter is Joseph Layden. The offering. That fastball is up and away on pitch number 97 from Michael Casillas. 1 ball and 1 strike. Laying down the signs, Lucero, and the pitch. Swinging a foul to the screen. 1-2. And we thank you for tuning all season long. You're on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. We really appreciate it. Never know what type of listenership we have in certain games. And the pitch. Strike 3 called. Breaking ball outside corner. And it's the 6th strikeout recorded by Michael Casillas as Layden goes down, 1 out. Colin Farley has struck out and singled. That's a heck of a pitch there thrown by Casillas. The pitch. Fastball is upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. 100 pitches now thrown by Casillas. And the offering. That's down the middle for a strike at the knees, and it's 1-1. Michael Casillas trying to get through the 6th inning before the pitch count starts getting in the way. Short lead at first. And the offering. Swung on and fouled off the catcher. And the count moves to 1-2. Yeah, between Ortega and Campa, they have shut down Pueblo East in every inning but that third, but that's all it takes in any game. 8 runs on 8 hits. Pueblo East really came to hit in that third inning. And they're holding a 6-run advantage, and Fort Morgan's down to their final 5 outs. And Colin Farley is facing a 1-ball, 2-strike count. He's been behind every time he's been at the plate because Casillas has been attacking the strike zone. And the pitch, swinging a foul. Nice adjustment by Colin there. That was a breaking ball, and he waved that bat at it. Now, Colin's average was way down about a month ago. He's really done incredibly well at the plate. Has a base hit in this game. The stretch by Casillas, the pitch. Swung on and grounded right side, headed for right field. That is a base hit for Farley. He's now 2 for 3, and that's his alley. Going the other way is Colin Farley, and the Mustangs attempting another rally here. That's their 5th hit, and that's going to be it for Casillas. That'll be it for Michael Casillas. The pitch count is already way up there, and there should be a pitching change. He can throw to one more hitter, and that's about it, as David Keller will step in. Let's see what's going to happen here. Yep, he'll throw to one more hitter. 104 pitches, unless he gets Keller out quickly. Keller has struck out, then hit that fly ball that was dropped in center, but it turned into an 8-6 fielder's choice. Fort Morgan is not going away. Here from All-Star Park in Lakewood, the stretch and the pitch. And he swung at the pitch. He swung it and put it in play, and now the throw to first. He swung. He's going to be out, but he did swing.
So a tough grab.
He did swing. That's going to be an out.
For out number 2,
and he's hurt.
Yep,
he's hurt. Nope, he took a swing at that, and that's the problem. When you wave the bat, there's going to be 2 down there. That's going to go, but he's hurt. The ball hit the bat and the hand, and he's certainly hurt out there. And that might take him out of this game. But there's going to be 2 down. That's going to go 1-3, and too bad. David is hurt there.
So the best for Keller is
Ryan, I think that's the right call. He took a swing.
Number 20, Levi Mccoy, the center fielder, comes up.
So 2 down. That would have been a hit by pitch, but Keller started to swing, and it made contact with a bat and part of his hand, so that's a legitimate play, unfortunately, for Fort Morgan. And here is Levi Mccoy, who has struck out and walked. Yeah, that ball would have hit him. It would have loaded the bases. Let's see, I think Coach Langford maybe wants a dead ball, because clearly it did hit the bat, but it's going to be 2 down. And you could hear it hit the bat from here, Brian. I mean, Brian not on air with me today, but he's helping me out. I can't do things by myself. I'm very insufficient. And the pitch swung on and fouled, and it is caught by a Pueblo East fan, but that is not an out. That is not an out. Well, unfortunately, it was caught, but it's not a souvenir either. The ball's put back in play. Nice job, Mike. No balls in 0-1 here. To McCoy, the pitch, and the breaking ball is a strike on the inside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Runners at second and third as the result of that check swing by Keller. They threw him out at first from the pitcher, the offering, and that breaking ball's in the dirt. Be the last pitch Casillas throws, but it's a big pitch. And the Mustangs do not score in the inning. No runs on 1 hit. No errors and 2 left. We head to the 7th. In Lakewood, it's Pueblo East 8, Fort Morgan 2 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Did you know in the spring baby cows are born? In spring?
Let's head to the top of the seventh inning. Pueblo East leads in Lakewood over Fort Morgan 8-2. Here is R.J. Roybal. Wind by Camp of the pitch, and the breaking ball's down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Pueblo East has zeros across the board except 8 runs in the third, and that is held up. Mustangs with 2 in the bottom of the 5th inning. The offering swung on and foul tipped into the glove of Velasquez. 1-1. Roybal has struck out, walked, and he's popped to second. He's 0 for 2 in the game. This is 3, 4, and 5, the meat of the order here for Pueblo East, looking for their 13th win of the season. And something got loose. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the wind by Camp of the pitch. Outside. Count goes to 2-1. Thanks to all the Mustang supporters out here in Lakewood. And Campa delivers. Breaking ball is down and away. Normally you would say that 8-2, you're not looking for an insurance run, but we know this Fort Morgan offense can get going at any time. So that's what Pueblo East is trying for here. And the offering swung on and grounded us short. Backing up is Fajardo. He sets, he throws. There's 1 down in the 7th.
Into your Baltimore chop, no problem for Fajardo at short. And 1 down, second baseman number 8, Chris Salas, the batter.
Chris Salas has hit the ball in the air 3 times, twice to Wheatley at first, and then to Colin Farley in right. He's 0 for 3. If the Mustangs do not rally, this will be our final Fort Morgan event for the 2021-2022 school year. And Jesse Campa to the plate. Swung on line, base hit into left field. And we do have a new left fielder out there. That's what I'm trying to spot because of the injury to Keller.
Third baseman number 30, Sean Duran is up.
All right, McCoy's in left. And in center's Bodie Wheatley. So it's a base hit for Salas, now 1 for 4. Here is Duran. This guy has been a terror. Swing and a miss. A walk and 2 doubles. And Duran has an RBI in this game. No balls, 1 strike, throw back to first, back and diving is Salas. Pueblo East has just picked up their 11th hit of the game. The Mustangs have 5. 4 of those came in the 5th inning. The pitch in the dirt, scooped up by Velasquez, and the count is at 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. High Plains Bank in Wiggins. For all of your needs at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. And how about Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance, making the insurance world easy for you. 842-4555. Remember, got it down 970 now. The pitch, and that bounces in. Ball 2, strike 1. We're in the top of the 7th inning in this regional semifinal. The winner to take on the winner of the 12 o'clock game between the highest seed, Golden, the 3rd seed, and the 30th seed, Mountain View. Pueblo East, the 19th seed, leads Fort Morgan, the 14th seed, 8-2. Swing and a miss. A check swing, but it's a strike. It's 2-2 to Sean Duran, who's been on base all 3 times. Velasquez lays down the sign. Campa gets a sign. The stretch and the pitch outside. And it's 3-2. Delvin Atta's on deck. Let's see if the runner takes off from first. Salas might be going here on the 3-2. He does not. Swung on and grounded, base hit into left field. And if Salas had been going, he might have been able to get the 3rd.
And Duran Bounder finds left for a base hit to put a couple on. The shortstop, number 27, Delvin Otto.
And here is Delvin Otto. Ada popped out and singled twice. He's 2 for 3. He's driven in a run. Pueblo East is looking to tack on. They've not scored since the third. And the pitch swung on and popped up right side foul territory. Wheatley giving chase, and it's on top of the dugout. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. I mean, to come into the situation that Jesse Campa did, he's been remarkable. I mean, a couple of hits this inning, but he's thrown 60 pitches unofficially, and he kept this game. I mean, he did give up the 2-run double, but those runs were charged to Frank Ortega. So Jesse is not allowed to run in this game, the stretch. And the 0-1 pitch, scoring to bunt, and he bunts it foul along the first base side. Ada down at 0-2. That could have been an issue. Mustangs weren't expecting that. But luckily for Fort Morgan, Ada could not get that down in fair territory. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. On deck is Tanner Proud. The stretch, throw back to second, and Fajardo covering, but the throw up to second base side. Sometimes the Mustangs go to the trail runner. That time they tried for the lead runner, which is Chris Salas. Jesse looking in for the sign. The stretch. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right. We are straight up at 11:00, 11 o'clock Mountain Time. This is Morgan County's B106 KPRB Brush Fort Morgan now at 11:01. I'm John Beltran in this regional semifinal. And the offering. Outside, barely missed. That was close. 1-2, went with a fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Delvin Ada. Salas at second, Duran at first. Duran's been on base all 4 times. The pitch. Swung on and lifted into right center field. Wheatley to his left. Bodie coming on. He'll make the catch for the out. Runners back to their bag. 2 down.
Number 2, still 2 aboard. And number 13, right fielder Tanner Proud, the batter.
Tanner Proud has struck out twice and grounded to the mound. Keep it at 8-2, then you send the top of the lineup. You're going Briggs Wheatley will lead off the bottom of the 7th inning. And anything can happen, but you got to keep it at 8-2. Throw back to first, and the tag, and that's going to be late. Boy, tough to lose a game when you might be shutting out the team for 6 of the 7 innings. But what are you going to do? You haven't hit enough. In fact, the Mustangs did not have a hit until the 5th inning. And the pitch swung on and lifted into shallow left center field. McCoy is right there coming in. He makes the grab.
McCoy taken care of by Keller,
and that does it
to win the inning. No runs, 2 runners
for
left.
Pueblo East
6.5
in the top of the 7th inning. For the Eagles, no runs in the inning on 2 hits, no errors, and they strand 2. 6 1/2 innings of baseball been played here from Kelly McGregor Field at All-Star Park in Lakewood. And the score in this regional semifinal with the new pitcher coming in. It is Pueblo East 8, Fort Morgan 2 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Kuski's Oil Company in Crook is your one and only local bulk delivery of gas, diesel, and...
Is B106.
Matthew Casillas.
Against new pitcher Matt Casillas.
We'll try to close this game. The pitch and the breaking ball is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. And that pitch is inside. It's 2-0. To Briggs Wheatley. Struggled today at the plate. The offering. Swung on and chopped first base side. It's fair, and it's fielded by Roybal. He'll step in the bag for the out.
Staying with it, Roybal at first for the first out. Scheduled up next is shortstop number 15, Braden Fajardo.
It's a rare 0 for 4 today for Briggs Wheatley. Fajardo is 1 for 3. He's popped out twice and singled. And now we're going to have a pinch hitter. I think that's Jason Diaz.
Pinch hitters number 3, Jason Diaz
Yep.
for Fort Morgan.
Come on, man. Let's go, big dog.
Well, Fajardo is going to have his final at bat be a base hit, which is always a positive. And he drove in a run. Jason Diaz here with 1 out and the bases empty in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on and popped up down the right field line. That's a long run along the line. Let's see who's going to make the catch. It is made out there as 3 fielders converge.
The new right fielder Mays comes in to take that for out number 2.
And Tanner Maines,
Scheduled
I'm
up
not
next
sure. Let's
is
see who
third
that
baseman
was.
number 6, Frank
Brock
Ortega.
Mays, excuse me, made the catch in right field, 2 down. And the Mustangs are down to their final out. This will be Daniel Serna, a senior. Who will now bat here against Matthew Casillas.
That's Daniel Serna, number 22 out.
Wind and pitch. Fastball up. No pitch. Yeah, no pitch. We'll get back into the box with 2 down and nobody on for Fort Morgan. Serna, right-handed hitter, a key part of that state championship football team. The pitch. That is a strike with a fastball. No balls and 1 strike. Here to Daniel Serna. And the offering, swinging a foul to the screen. We'll have a short post-game show. We'll recap what happened here today. 0-2 to Serna. Matthew Casillas delivers. Breaking ball, called strike 3. And the season is over for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. The Pueblo East Eagles have defeated the Fort Morgan Mustangs 8-2 in the regional semifinal. The Mustangs retired in order in the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll take a 2-minute break. It's a 2-minute break. We'll wrap it up after this. Pueblo East 8, Fort Morgan 2 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Hear that? It's the sound of you and your dream home. Because we believe in helping.
Well, the Mustangs go down to defeat today from Kelly McGregor Field at Coca-Cola All-Star Park in Lakewood in this regional semifinal. Final score, Pueblo East 8, Fort Morgan 2. All the runs were scored in the 3rd inning. The winning pitcher was the starter Michael Casillas. The loss went to Frank Ortega. Time of the game, 2 hours and 6 minutes. And that's all we really have to do is go back to that 3rd inning when Ortega got into significant trouble, as we will recap that inning right now, trying to get out of the sun here so I can see my screen a little bit better. It was Michael Casillas with a 2-run triple to make it 2-0. Matthew Casillas then contributed an RBI single. All of a sudden it was 3-0. Then Sean Duran with a run-scoring double extended the lead to 4-0. Delvinata came through with an RBI single. It was 5-0 still in the inning when C.J. Lucero hit a 2-run double. Jesse Campa came in, and Brady Cristelli with an RBI single. That made it 8-0. The Mustangs would get 2 runs on 4 hits in the bottom of the 5th inning. I mean, they had good rally starters there. In fact, they loaded the bases and could have scored more. But the rally was started with Joseph Layton's base hit. Colin Farley had 2 hits in the game. And then the Mustangs would finally play 2 runs. Braden Fajardo with an RBI single. And Frank Ortega with a run-scoring single as well. But then Jesse Campo with 2 outs was retired, and that was it. The Mustangs did not threaten again, and they lose the game 8-2. Once again, 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors, 5 left on base for Pueblo East, 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, and 7 left on base for Fort Morgan. The Mustangs finish off the season with a record of 16-8. Pueblo East at 13-10 will play at 3 o'clock against the winner of the noon game between the highest seed, number 3 Golden, and the 30th seed Mountain View. Congratulations to all the seniors. They'll be at graduation today at 2 o'clock. Colin Farley, Frank Ortega, Briggs Wheatley, along with Jesse Campa, Braden Fajardo, Antonio Velasquez, Levi McCoy, Jose Mosqueda, and Daniel Serna. Hopefully I got all of those seniors. Well, the Brush Bee Diggers are coming up at noon on 1010 KSIR in a regional semifinal in 3A against Salida. Kevin Fergus will have the call of that game. And if Brush wins, I'll have the call of the 5 o'clock game between Brush and either Resurrection Christian or Salida. Mustang postgame show brought to you by Morgan Community College. Once again, in Morgan County, in Fort Morgan, to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. That is Morgan Community College. I'm John Beltran. The final score in this regional semifinal in our final sports broadcast of the 2021-2022 season. Pueblo East 8, Fort Morgan 2 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
Fort Morgan Mustangs Athletics on B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains.